This video is a Learn It lesson, and we can pretend to open a book, as we can see in the picture here. We will use manipulatives to help us in our maths learning. We will use a number line and our hands. If you don't have a number line, you can either draw one or use an online digital manipulative, such as those on mathspot.com. To remember and use our number line, we can think of a frog, as you can see here. A frog sitting on our number line. We can think of our numbers as lily pads, and then our frog jumping from lily pad to lily pad when we add. And we can pretend to be a frog and say ribbit, ribbit when we say jump. So jump, ribbit, ribbit. We show the frog jumping, ribbit, using arrows and numbers. So to add 3, we jump 3, ribbit. We can also use bridging to help us count. We can see a bridge here and can form a bridge with our arms. We have bridges at every 10, so 10, 20 and 30. Bridging helps us think about how many until we get to the next 10, as adding from a 10 is easier. So if we have 4 in our red circle, we jump ribbit 6 to get to our 10 bridge. Time for a talk it now, and you can pretend your hand is a mouth. Can you say how many to the next bridge? With a friend or on your own, think of a number less than 30 and your partner has to tell you the jump ribbit to the next bridge. So if I said 22, my partner would have to tell me that I jump ribbit 8 to get to the next bridge, which is at 30, the 30 bridge. Use my actions, please. So 3 questions each. Pause the video and have a go now. We'll also use our hands and our fingers to help. They help us see numbers and patterns when we add. So if we start with our number line from 0 to 20, then we look at our first calculation. 6 add 7 equals. And we can form an addition sign with our arms for add. We look at the numbers. We want the larger number first. Which is larger, 6 or 7? Well, I'd rather have 7 sweets than 6, so we swap. Our red number 7 in a red circle first, and then we add our blue 6. So rather than 6 add 7, we've got 7 add 6. We do this because it's quicker to add 6 rather than 7, and we get the same answer. This is called commutative, but we can just think of swapping them, moving our hands, pointing across each other, like the arrows in our picture here. So this is commutative. We swap. So we start with our red 7 in our red circle. We store this number in our fist, putting our fist in the air. We can also put a red circle on our number line on the number 7. So remember, the number 7 is stored in our fist. We can then think of how many to add looking at our blue 6. We can hold up 6 fingers. So 7 in our fist and then 6 fingers. We can then bend fingers as we count. So 7 in our fist, 6 fingers, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The answer is the last number we say, and we can see the mouth here, and we can point to our mouth to help us remember. So let's do it again. 7 in our fist, put up our 6 fingers, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last number I said was 13, so our answer is 13. When we count using our hands, that's a lot of numbers to count. We can use jumps, ribbit, on our number line or in our head to get the answer quicker. We can jump, ribbit, to our first bridge, our next 10, which is 10. So how do we get from 7 to 10? 7, 8, 9, 10. We jump, ribbit, we add 3. We then ask what's left, and we can draw a question mark in the air to help us remember. So we needed to add 6. We can see 6 on our fingers there. We've added 3, so we needed to add 6. We've added 3, so we can put 1, 2, 3 fingers down. And guess what we've got left? If we put 3 fingers down, we've got 3 left to add. And this is where jumping to our bridge helps us, because we're at 10 and we only need to add 3 now, and 10 add 3 is easier. And we have our same answer, because 10, 11, 12, 13, we've got to 13, and our answers match. Next we have 8 add 18 equals. We'd like our larger number first, which we've always got to check to make things easier. Is the largest number first? Well, no it isn't, because I'd rather have 18 sweets than 8. So we need to swap them to give us 18 add 8 rather than 8 add 18. Again, we store our red 18 in our fist, and then we've got our number line. This time we're looking at the number line from 10 to 30, and we put our red circle on our 18. We then look at our blue number 8, and we need to add on 8, so we put 8 onto our fingers. So we've got 18 in our fists, and then we need to add on 8. So I'm going to bend them as I count. So 18 in our fist, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And remember, our answer is the last number I said, and I said 26, so there's our answer. Again, to make things quicker, we can jump. Ribbit. We can jump again to a bridge, but this time our next bridge is at 20. So from 18 to get to 20, how much? 18, 19, 20. We jump, ribbit, we jump 2. So we've jumped 2. We then need to ask what's left. So we draw a question mark in the air. So we had a blue 8. We needed to add 8, remember? But we've already jumped, ribbit, 2. So what's left? We put 2 fingers down, and we have 6 fingers left. We've got 6 jumps, ribbit, to add. So let's jump 6, 20, add 6, which is easier. 20 add 6, of course, gives us 26, and our answers match. Our last question, we have 16 add 7 equals. We check to see if our larger number is first. Do we need to swap? And no, the larger number is first, because I'd rather have 16 sweets than 7 sweets. So we store our red 16 in our fist. We again have got our number line from 10 to 30. We put a red circle on our 16 on our number line. We then hold up how many we need to add on our fingers, and we've got a blue 7. Remember, 16 in our fist, we're adding on 7. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Point to our mouth. I just said 23. We're getting quicker at this now. 23 is our answer. Let's use our jumps, ribbit, and we've got 16. What's our next bridge? And the next 10 after 16 is 20. So from 16 to 20, what do we add? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We jump, ribbit, 4. So we've added 4. So what's left to add? So I wanted to add 7. I've added 4. What's left? Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3. I add 3. 20 add 3 is easier because it's 23, and our answers match. In this video, we looked at addition, concentrating on adding 2 numbers less than 20. Our steps to success, we can hopefully say at the end of this video, are: number 1, I can swap numbers to make adding easier. Number 2, I can remember the first number and count on to get the answer. And number 3, I can use a number line to count on in jumps, ribbit. And finally, number 4, I can bridge to 10 and 20 and then add what's left. This has been a Teaching Alive short video taken from themed units aimed at learners aged 7 to 11. Throughout our videos, we use pictures and suggest actions for teaching points. So please join in with us to support learning and have some fun. For more information on the Teaching Alive project and to be shown to learn and to practice more, visit teachingalive.co.uk.